Welcome to the era of online Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you're unable to actually physically play cards in your local card shop, and, well, you're too afraid to leave your house to see your homies that are literally 2 houses down the road. Content creators are going to have to step up and try more opportunities for this community, and I am going to have some relatively cool ideas rolling out here as well. So don't worry, I'm going to do some online tournaments. Primary focus of this channel will be adjusting slightly to accommodate to the new era. So let's dig on into this, shall we? What do you mean by new era, Robbie? Robbie, we're scared. All right, we don't like this. We don't like change. All right, so here's what's going to happen. So, one thing that me, Jim Playmats, the other partners of this channel, Trading Card Mint, everybody else, Tier 0, what's good 5 by the way, save money on your purchase. One thing that we like to do is we do online tournaments every month. So when I say that the primary focus of this channel is going to, change, well, we kind of can't do a lot of, how do you call it, real life duels at the moment. So probably over the next 2 months, you're probably going to see an increase in commentary on this channel. Now, I do like running the Zodiac tournaments because we get the chance to see the future of the game. So, also when I say we're going into the online era, you guys need to understand that card prices are going to go down a little bit. Buyouts, now this is the ingenious part, by the way. So, while buyouts are occurring, there's no events going on. So the vendors cannot replenish cards. So that means buyouts that are happening now, oh my god, somebody could buy out a card now because there's no turnaround time on these things. Oh, the card values are going to stay massively high. It's actually the exact opposite of what people really wanted to see. They're like, well, the market's supposed to go down. Yes and no. So, our tie into this video is organized play is stopped by Konami until May 10th, which is a Sunday. Alright, I know that's so long away. Konami said, alright guys, we get it. Alright, this is a worldwide pandemic that's going on here. What do you want us to do? So they said, alright, so we're stopping OTS tournaments. Unofficial stores can still do whatever they want. I mean, you still have to accommodate to the 50-man CDC thing. I mean, whatever. So there's that. All right. Some locals, they've just stopped. Stores still open for retail. All right. Like they kind of have to be. Like these stores have to make their living. So don't expect any hardcore major events until May 10th, where I'm expecting my little 2 cents here. National should be transferred to an open event this year. And we should because of this. Because we're already down half of the invites. Or unless you're going to extend invites out to top 128. Alright, to play. You got a couple options you could do. I personally think you should transfer the event to open. Alright, it's just my 2 cents. Alright, but we'll see. So, now that OTS events have basically halted to a ground, we have a ban list coming in April. Okay, hopefully. we don't know if it's been delayed yet. Much like sets are still releasing. That's the best part of this. Sets are still coming out. Ooh. And a few people are like, oh my god, the Adamante set, it's going to be so cheap. Just because you can't buy it right now, buy early right now. Okay, so anyway, just because we don't have online stuff does not mean that players aren't going to be looking to have a source to play on. So, one thing that I know SEMO's working on, one thing I've been working on in addition to the Zodiac tournaments, is coming up sometime in April. I've been requested to do it on a Friday. We'll see. I want to do a nice tournament where we can actually play at co-format. Weird, right? A chance to have some actual prizes and wrap it up in a day. I think it would be a good chance for some very good commentary. It would be a chance to interact with the community, and we're in an era right now where literally online is king. Like, because you're afraid to touch the physical cards. All right, that's not a bad thing. We will return back to that. All right, like, this reminds me of the slump of 2008 with Teledad format. Actually, reminds me of 2009, actually, when Konami booted Upper Deck out of the game. And then 5 months, by the way, that we were unsure if this game was going to survive. After prices were down, people got some of the best deals of their lives during that era. Konami came back, said, this is our first event. Market went right back up. All right, so we're finding ourselves in, this is 2 months, maybe 3 at the moment. We could experience that same 11-year dip that we experienced years ago. And I've been here, I've seen this. Now that we have actual online platforms, the game's not going to die. All right, no, it's not going to happen. Content creators are going to have to find a way to adjust. All right, and that's where I bring up the whole online thing now. Communities, heads, get your organized play together. You are what you need to be. You need to be that duelist that steps up and helps out the community in this time. And yes, like I said, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to ensure that we still have something going for Zodiac. And I'll probably dedicate a day of my life to running an actual online tournament for April. Who's to say I might not run a second one? We'll see. The more the merrier, am I right? So, anyway, back to the feature match content. Now, one thing that I've always heard from people is they do like my commentary. I'm a very direct person. All right, let's be honest here. Like, if I see a misplay or something that just might not make sense to me, then my comment section roasts me and educates me. All right, like, it's a two-way system. All right, like, just because I'm big El Stupido, doesn't mean that I can't actually learn from it. And it's the same thing. We did the whole, what was it, Ash the Red Eyes Fusion video, and people were like, well, you shouldn't. And I was like, yeah, you should. You should also activate the Pot of Desires before the Red Eyes Fusion, especially when you're playing 3 copies of each. But it's neither here nor there. So I just want to point that out once again. So online content is probably going to be the central focus from now on. There are a lot of channels that do this, and there's not to say that we can't take the IRL cards and do a combo video, do a deck profile. I'm also not opposed to having my friends over for playtesting, because one of them's now jobless at this point, because food industry. I mean, I got cards that need organized, and my side of the industry is not exactly terrible. Online advertisers are still, they're doing their thing. On Amazon, just going crazy right now. It's really an interesting thing. Like, the online industry for buying, oh my god, it's so good right now. Like, I've never seen it. I personally took a vacation from online retail, but I'll be back in a couple days. But anyway, so online presence, feature matches coming very soon. Don't fret, all right? And I also want to say this. We're temporarily switching to an online medium right now, which the player base is going to make sure that our card game lives. And in that time, we visit the IRL market, all right? I repeat after me. If there is something I want, and it's gone down in price, this is the time to get it, all right? We see these card prices, they're going down. I mean, as soon as May rolls around, we get a format established. Oh my god. Oh, they're going to go right back up. You can straight to the moon. Alright? So, the only other thing that I can tell you right now. People are worried that whatever ban list we might have coming up here might not be the most accurate representation of what's to come. And I get that fear. I do. I do think that we will see precautions be taken for certain things. We could expand out and wait to see a ban list until Etco. I don't know. They could very easily say, this is the list. Come Etco, we're getting another one. Make it a 2-month format. All right? Revise, take care of everything by June. Very high chance of that. But it's going to be left to be seen. So I hope that you're not planning for innovation anytime soon, because now we're going to even more of word of mouth. Events, things are going to be quiet. Somebody's going to be cooking something in their basement for a hot deck tech. Echo's going to come around. Players are going to break the format. You can already mark my words. There's going to be something crazy that's going to come out of nowhere, and players aren't going to be expected. But it's going to be homebrewed about -2 months ago. Literally. Somebody's already got the Echo Madness. They're like, oh yeah, Eternity Code's so good. And they've already perfected it. They're like, all right, I got to wait 7 weeks for this bad boy. And don't worry, they will. Oh, it's going to be great. So expect more feature match content on this channel. So what do you guys think? Welcome to the era of online Yu-Gi-Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, oh, and attack helicopters as well. Please comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And well, guys, peace out. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCool40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.